I loved the film. I love a vampire movie, but I also love that this has like legit song numbers that are really captivating. I am curious, it is a vampire movie with musical numbers. Is it a horror musical?
I mean, to be honest with you, and making a film about blues music, you know, genre was kind of wielded against blues music in that at that time it was, you know, a black person and a white person could sing the exact same song, and it would be classified as two different genres. I consider myself a genre film fan, but I also recognize that like my favorite movies are kind of genre fluid. You know what I mean? At one point in the movie they may be this, at another point in the movie they may be that, and that's when I find things the most exhilarating. But yeah, like I think however you comfortable classifying it, having seen it, you know, like I wouldn't balk at any of it. You know, if you called it a horror musical, I wouldn't say no way it's not that. You know, like if you said it wasn't, I wouldn't argue with you. You know, we worked on the movie for a long time, and now pretty soon it's gonna be at the audiences, so whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Hopefully you like it.
As long as you go see it.
Yeah, exactly.
This gift can bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me in your eyes?
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
Do you think of it as a horror musical?
I don't think of it as either. I think of it as like, I forget that it's a horror because it has so much heart. Like I
had a moment last night watching it at the premiere where there was a jump scare, and I was so focused that to your point, you forget it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
It is, so driven by these characters and their story and their history and the music throughout, not just the numbers per se. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, that I'd call it either way.
There was no limits, and Ryan was very open to collaborate, and he gave you a lot of freedom as a performer to explore, and to me that was great.
He never spoke about genre. He never spoke about it to me. I don't think he spoke about genres to any of the actors. We addressed ourselves to the task at hand, which was telling the story as clearly as we could.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, we read the script. When I read the script, I knew that there were a lot of genres involved, but not at one point did I feel like I needed to categorize it by any means.
Right.
We were moving at tempo as well. I never felt like we were rushed, but there were days where you were literally, 1 second you're chomping someone's neck, and then next second you're doing a bit of a jig with your fellow vampires. You know, when else do you get to experience that in one evening? You know?
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good sales pitch for the movie, because I was definitely like, I've never been afraid of a jig before. Yeah. So congrats.
Sure. It's really interesting because it's very fun. There's no right or wrong. The vampires don't feel bad. They feel alluring and funny and scary and all of the things. Like, I feel like completely invested in each person's journey and wants and desires. Even someone like Remick, I'm like, oh, I get him. I get him. I don't know. There's so much in there. Like, your heart breaks in there, and then you're terrified, and then you're like moved, and then I don't know, all of it.
That ain't your brother.
Lie to you.